Guys, it's Mock Draft Monday. Every single Monday, we do a mock draft for the Cincinnati Bengals to see where players are going. Now, I have to start this video off by giving an apology. Okay? I apologize to Amarius Mims. I have said things like he is a project. I have said things like he is not as good as people think he is. And after watching his combine, before he got hurt, because yes, he did get hurt. He actually had a hamstring injury and he couldn't finish. Nonetheless, before he had an injury and got hurt, Mims looked absolutely beyond dominant. He looked like an absolute animal. And for someone myself who's been a little bit more negative toward him, I'd like to give my sincere apology for that, because he has proven he is an animal. He's an absolute animal. After this combine, 1000%, he has proven he's an animal. And there's a lot of other guys who also look good. Tyler Guyton, also been a little bit down on him. He looked really good. Just from looking at this list here, Latu has looked good, even though, if you guys do not know his story, he had to medically retire in college, and now he's come back, and he looked really good at the combine. Dallas Turner, absolutely animal. Absolute animal. Fuaga looked really good at the combine. Brock Bowers, I knew he was going to look good. But Byron Murphy II, dominant at the combine. And again, some quarterbacks definitely showed up, and they're going to go a little bit higher, probably trade up options because of that, and that's going to, kind of shift them things around. But now we have our pick right here, pick 18. And Mims is the best right tackle on the board. But he's not the best he is not the best player available. The best player available is Jared Verse. By far, Jared Verse is the best player available. He's an absolute dominant edge rusher, 6'4", 260. But there's a couple options I like in this pick. Jackson Powers Johnson had a phenomenal combine. An absolute dominant performance. He's played center. He's played right guard in college. He's also played left guard. This is a guy who is going to be a very good player in the NFL. He actually performed so well. I believe he was on the same, or I believe he beat out, what's his name? Jason Kelsey in the combine, overall wise combine. So he's an animal. And this is a tough pick now, because it's between Mims, Newton, or Jackson Powers Johnson. I don't think they're going to go Jared Verse, and I don't think they're going to go Kool-Aid. So it's between these three guys. And the best player available is Jackson. He's the best player available by far. He's an absolute animal at that position. And you can move him to left guard. You can move him to right guard. You can move him to center. I know we have Teddy K right now, so you could just move him to left guard or move Teddy K. There's options available. Mims, again, looked really amazing. It is going to come down to, I think his injury is not going to be a big deal. It's going to be fine. But that's something to take in consideration. Again, like I said, Newton is another guy who trend a little bit down here, but still, it happens. It's part of football. Man, I'm going Mims, but I hate to go Mims over Jackson Powers Johnson or over Newton. I'm going Mims, though. I don't love the pick because, again, I really like those other options. And then this mock draft, Chop Robinson went 2 picks before us, and that was 2 picks for us. He went before us. I would have taken Chop Robinson in the second round here, and that would have been a nice 1-2 punch of a pick. But because we couldn't get him, this is another guy. We're not going to take him here, but another player who had an amazing combine. Ben Sinnott, another really great option from the combine, which, I wouldn't mind taking him here, probably in the 4th round. Yeah, probably about in the 4th round is where you would be taking Ben Sinnott, and I wouldn't mind taking him in the 4th round. 2nd round here. This is where I'm actually going to go a little bit different than I normally go. I'm going to go with Adrian Cooper from Texas A&M Aggies. 6'3", 230 pounds. He's a linebacker. Plays some on D-line, slot, corner, box, deep. I don't know why I just listed off all those categories, but yeah, no, he's an overall really good linebacker. Great in run defense, great in coverage. So let's go ahead and take him here in the 2nd round. We get ourselves a linebacker. 3rd round here. See, this is where, not going tight end just yet, but this is where a couple of positions I'm actually looking at here. I'm actually looking, I keep taking my webcam off because I don't want to block, like, the players' names. And my webcam sometimes does that. Guard is not a position I'm against taking here. And you already know I really do want to improve this offensive line. And there's 2 guys here. We have Cedric Van Pran, who had a great combine. 6'4", 310 pounds. Played mainly center in college, but can always move him to guard or tackle if you really wanted to. Christian, I don't know why it's... Oh, I don't know why it's not loading. He played mainly right guard in college. Now, it doesn't mean he can't play left guard. He's played 1 season, missed it, played another season. Doesn't mean he can't play left guard. 6'3", 322 pounds. Could be a nice little option to go against Cordell Volson in here. Nice option in case Kappa isn't 100%. Always good to have offensive line options. 6'5", 315 pounds off of Mason McCormick. He did play left guard in college, all his years in college. The best pick here is to go Cedric Van Pran based on the combine and move him over to guard. I'm going to go with the guy who's more traditional in college as the left guard, but either of these options are good, and I know I'm going to get some flack about not taking either of these guys. You can take either of those guys, and they're awesome options. I'm just going to take that guy. But again, like I said, I know some players had great college performances. All right, so now we got a 6'3", 305-pound big body here. Defensive lineman from Miami. That's an option. We could also go with a Tyke Smith. We talked about him many, many times on this channel. It's not the first time we talked about this guy. 5'10", 205. He's smaller, but you could put him more as a linebacker. It's not a safety role. Put him in the box. Could be a great option. Or this is where you kind of a little bit reach on Ben Sinnott. You're not going to get him in the 5th round, so you're going to have to reach a little bit. After a great combine, take yourself a star tight end. Why not? Now we could go with a corner here. I'm not going to reach on that pick. 6'1". We kind of reach on our last pick, and I don't want to reach on this pick. Wingo is not a bad option. Let's go Wingo here. And then, let's see what we got available. Oh, our boy again. I've had many drafts where I end up taking Kamal Hayden in this round. And I don't know why. He just always falls to me at the end of the 5th round, and it's not a bad pick. He's a pretty damn good corner from Tennessee. Why not get yourself a pretty damn good corner here? Played left guard, played left tackle, played right tackle, and played right guard, and played center. Give me him. I'll take him. Give me all the offensive line help I can get. That's pretty much how I look at this. I want all the offensive line help I can get here. With this pick, I wouldn't be against the idea of going with receiver in the 7th round this year, in all honesty. Not saying we're going to, but I wouldn't mind it. Honestly, with this pick here, because keep in mind, this year was crazy because every player from our draft class made our roster. Doesn't always happen in the NFL. That's not always the case. I don't know if I want to go with. I mean, I know it's a 7th round pick. It's not like these guys are going to be that amazing for us, but I do like to still, do as realistic as possible as I can here. I'll take another tight end. I don't know if I love that, but it is a 7th round, and I guess I'll take a safety. Yeah, I mean, I doubt this guy is going to end up hitting, but we'll go with a safety here. And I got a B-. So the only picks they did not like was my guard pick. And I knew they were not going to like it because there were 2 players I probably should have went with over him. And that was probably a mistake. Kamir Haddon, they never liked this pick, so not really too surprised there. I did reach on Cincinnati, and they actually liked that pick, but they loved my Wingo pick in the 5th round. They didn't really like my safety pick. I don't either. They did like my center pick, which I really liked that option. But overall, I mean, what? 1, 2, 3. Was it only 3? Yeah, 3 picks. 3 of our picks, offensive line. I did, 1 pick on the defensive line, 1 pick on the linebacking core, 2 tight ends, 1 safety, 1 corner. I don't think that's bad. Again, there's a lot of different options they could go in this draft, but tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.